Hey guys, Yui here. So today we're going to do a fun project. I want to show you how I put together plant combinations. So I do it two ways. I use old plant and seed catalogs, and I also use Canva online. But honestly, I love doing like real paper collages with old catalogs because there's something so special about like feeling of paper. It's so tactile, and we have so much screen time nowadays anyway, so it's good to give your eyes some break. But I will also show you how to create a mood board or a plant combination online using Canva. Let's start with the catalogs first. I'm sure you have a ton laying around because at this time of the year you get new catalogs for 2025, and all of the ones from 2024 and maybe even for 2023, they're out there floating in your house somewhere. So what I do, I just gather them all together before I recycle them. I grab some scissors and I go through the catalogs and I start cutting out photographs of plants that I think will be great for certain areas that I'm working on. First thing I consider when I start working on the plant combination is the site I'm working with. Is it full sun? Is it full shade? Is it part sun? Also, what kind of moisture does it receive? Does it get a lot of wind? So you kind of keep that in mind. What plants will perform best in those spaces? Also, I think about the style of the planting. Am I going with more cottagey feel or more of the naturalistic planting? And also the size of the planting. So if it's a smaller garden, right, I need smaller size plants. And thankfully, the catalog has all of that information right there. And once I settled on the style and the site conditions that I know, I start browsing through the catalogs and kind of looking at the plants that will suit the space best and cutting out photographs of the plants. So let's start with this iris right here. And once I already started cutting some stuff. Once I get enough of the cutouts, I start putting things together. So let's do that. So I got some plants here, and this is a combination that is good for part shade to shade areas. The first plant is this beautiful Fritillaria Green Dream, White Feather Hosta, Pennsylvania Sedge, Tiarella, Japanese Painted Fern, Uvularia, Wild Geranium, Golden Ninebark, Christmas Fern, Primrose, and Golden Alexander. Now, they all seem to be like a little bit random, but once you start putting them together, you'll see how they all kind of speak to each other. So my kind of main plant here, the inspiration is this Green Dream Fritillaria. You can see it has all these different beautiful colors, a little bit of purple, a little bit of yellow. So the Japanese Painted Fern is talking to that little bit of a purple part in the flower, and so is the Wild Geranium. Now for more of the golden colors here, this Ninebark really speaks to it, and also the Golden Alexander. And as you can notice, probably, I also included a lot of natives because my personal quota is 50% natives in all of the plantings. So I have the Wild Geranium, Ninebark, Golden Alexander, Tiarella, Uvularia, Caryxes, and the Fern. And the rest are like fun, exotic plants. But if you put this combination together, first of all, how fun is this? Different textures, different colors, but they all have a theme, a little bit of purple-ish, a little bit of yellow, lots of green colors, but different textures as well. And this is a combination that shines in late spring, so about May time. However, once the fritillaria and wild geranium and the uvularia and primrose stop blooming, there's a lot of interest still with the fern and the hosta and the Japanese painted fern and carex. Golden Alexander also has beautiful foliage, and so does the golden ninebark. So this is kind of the philosophy or the idea that you're going with. You're trying to find similarities in the colors or textures and then put it all together and see if you have a lot of interest for the rest of the season, because you cannot just rely on the flowers. All right, let's take another combination, and this one is more for full sun in the middle of the summer. And my first cutout here is actually this beautiful obelisk from Gardener's Supply, because I am going for a little bit more of a cottagey feel here. Then I want to add this beautiful berry white hydrangea. It is an awesome hydrangea. It starts blooming white and then it ages to this maroon red color later in the season. I'll add a clematis. This is Durandii. It may grow on this obelisk. Maybe there is a rose there as well. For seasonal interest, this beautiful native Leotris, switchgrass, this Agastache, this Tutti Frutti, so amazing. The smell is something else. I have this in the garden. Phlox Gina blooms forever. If you guys want an amazing pollinator plant, native for your garden, Phlox Gina is it. And a little blue stem, which is another amazing native grass, native Campanula. Gorgeous color and kind of like that dainty look. And of course, why don't we add a little chickadee bird, because we're trying to support the bird population. So you could see this is a little bit of different color vibe. It's for a different site, this more full sun, and it has a lot of purples and pinks. And I love this obelisk structure because it will give all year interest, as well as the grasses. Those will stay up for the winter. You can leave the flowers on this panicle hydrangea in the winter as well. And the hydrangea, phlox, the Agastache, and the grasses, they have an amazing interest pretty much all summer. They go on for all of the summer. The clematis and the Leotris are kind of on and off, and so is the Campanula, but everything else is kind of there, giving you lots of color throughout the season. You can make so many plant combinations out of old plant and seed catalogs. You can have so much fun, and what it does, it actually trains your eye to see beautiful and harmonious plant combinations. So start cutting out those photographs out of the catalogs. And the good thing is that the catalogs have all of the information that you need about the plant, the size of the plant, does it need part or shade, the zone. So you will get so good at combining plants once spring comes and you go to the garden center. You will combine plants and put them together so much faster, and they will be absolutely stunning. Now, let me show you how I put plant combinations and plant mood boards on the computer using Canva. Okay, so the first step is to go to canva.com, and right in this window, you can search mood board. You could see just how many mood boards there are. You can pick whichever you like. I actually like this one a lot. I have been working on my mood boards for my projects. On this particular one, I just like the bubbles for some reason. And this mood board I put together for native ephemerals, which I think are so underused. And it turned out so pretty with the mayapple and the claytonia and the dicentra, uvularia, and the trilliums. Also, this mood board right here, I'm working on a shade cottage garden and a sunny cottage garden. You can see I put some beautiful plant combinations in here. But you can, again, select whichever mood board you like. The one that I like to use is this one. It's called the Green and Beige Earthy Mood Board. There are a lot of free ones. I use a pro version of Canva, but there are a lot of different free combinations here. So why don't I continue using this one for mood board or plant combination I'm working on for my sidewalk garden, which needs a lot of work this season. The next step after you find the mood board that you like is to gather plants, plant images from online. You could just Google and download plant images. I already did that for my sidewalk garden. All of these plant images that I found online. And the next thing is to just go to uploads and to download all of these plant images. So you kind of just drag them in there. Okay, some of them did not upload. Probably the file is wrong, but that's okay. Just make sure that it's a JPEG file or PNG. Let me download a few more. I think I got everything I need in here. And I'm going to put in this mood board, the plants I already have in the sidewalk garden. So I have the echinacea. Just take it and you drag it to whichever cell that you like to start with. I have my Phlox Franz Schubert. I have the Gora. I have Echinacea pallida. And my Joe Pye weed. So these are the plants that I already have, and I would like to add this year this new native Thalictrum. It is kind of a buttery yellow, which is stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit with the yellow, but I think it will be really pretty. I'm going to add some Sporobolus heterolepis or prairie dropseed, which is a gorgeous native grass. And for the annuals, I actually am going to add some Nicotiana. I got 5 different types of Nicotiana. I would like to add gentian, which is a native perennial, and Euphorbia correlata, which is this little white kind of baby's breath flower. For my main kind of wow moment, I'm actually going to add this eryngium. This one is called Blue Glitter, and I ordered a lot of it. I'm going to enlarge this Thalictrum a little bit so you can kind of see it better. And I am pretty happy with the layout right now. I could see the colors and the vibe that I'm going for. If you want to enlarge the colors so you can see the shape a little better, you can do that. You can switch the plants from one cell to another as well. Like for example, these 2 pinks together here, maybe not the best thing. So maybe I'll put the Joe Pye weed here and then the Nicotiana here. But you can play with it as much as you like. But the main purpose here is just to see the color combinations, whether they go together, or maybe this echinacea here is a little bit more on the warmer side, and I'd rather have a salvia or Russian sage. This way you can play with different plant combinations with colors and textures. I am pretty happy with this plant combination for my sidewalk garden, so I will name this mood board sidewalk garden, as well as right here, so I'll have the record of it. And it's done. As you can see, this is so much fun to put together, and once you have your plant mood board ready and you're happy with it, you can download it and print it. So you can have the record of all of the plants that you need to get, whether you go into the garden center or maybe you're ordering something online. Now, as for the collage that you would put together out of the catalog, you can glue these on a white piece of paper, and you will have a record as well of what kind of plants you need to get once you go to the garden center or you order from the catalog as well. But I hope you enjoy this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments below which method you prefer, digital or the actual paper. I mean, they're all a lot of fun, and I use them both for my garden. For my clients, I mostly use the Canva. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.